Hello again. I have a short little comparison video for you here today. As you can see by the little sticker here, I have two sets of Talon grips. I have the older rubberized grip tape that many people may be familiar with. This is their best-selling, most popular grip tape that they have. And they also have the more sandpaper type grips that I never use those. I wanted to compare those. This is what they call the Pro, and it's supposed to be a kind of an in-between point between those sandpaper type grips and the rubberized grips. It's supposed to be the best of both worlds. So I wanted to try these out. I've had these for years, not on this gun, but I've been using these rubberized grips for a long time on several guns, and they've always worked out well for me. Some people like them, some people don't. I wouldn't use them if I didn't think I needed them on some guns, and particularly on these Glock 43, 43X, 48s. For some reason, Glock made very little attempt to do any type of grip texturing, so I wouldn't necessarily say they're slippery, slick, but not far from it, especially if you're in these high humidity states. You go outside to shoot and get real sweaty. You do get a lot of sweat on your grip, and things like these do help a whole lot. And these guns are safety checked for those that are curious. But for the more familiar grip, these rubberized grips, to me, they're extremely comfortable. They get a decent grip, much improved over what you get just from the regular stock grip, which has virtually nothing on there. Very comfortable. They're easy to install. Some people don't like the looks of any type of sticker grips on their guns, and I understand that. But I think of the options available, I think these have the most pleasant eye appeal of most of the other grip tapes. The sandpapery ones stand out kind of like a sore thumb. Some people love them, especially for competition. A lot of people don't, especially trying to conceal carry them. These are very nice for conceal carry. They do nothing about rubbing up against your side, so they're very comfortable. The one little downside is when they do get, your palms do get really wet, you may lose a little bit of that grippiness, but it's still much better than the stock. And here we have the Pro. And so, not really knowing what to expect, I've heard a lot of people say that they were more sandpapery than rubberized, and I will say when you first get them, I would say that is true. They're very stiff, and that those granules, they may rub you a little rough on your side. They feel good in your hand, but I know a lot of people like me are sensitive to carrying guns for 12 hours a day or so and having it rubbed up against your side all day. And so when I first got these, I said, yeah, these are definitely more sandpapery than rubber. And I said, well, maybe I'll get used to it. So after literally 2, 3, 4 days of gripping these, conceal carrying it, these little fine granules, if I can get a good shot of that, those do start to wear into the rubberized material. And you basically pressing those in there. So the more you carry it, the more you shoot it, the more you just grip around it, the more those granules seem to rub in there. And after about a week, I would say these actually become more rubberized than the sandpapery type feel. Right now they feel really, really good. Very similar to the rubber grips, but you can still feel just a little bit of that granules kind of pushing out through the material, but does nothing for rubbing up against your side. It doesn't, I can't even feel it or tell it anymore. I think some people say they get used to it, but it's more than that. It's just wearing in. Those granules wear into the rubbery material. And now these are very rubbery, but they give you just a little more grip texturing. And I notice when my palms do get a little sweaty, these do hold a little bit more traction and grip than the rubber ones. Not by much. They are very similar once they wear in. I would say a little bit better of a grip on these. You do sacrifice, some people may think, the eye appeal, if that bothers you. Some people don't care. Some people can't stand anything that stands out on their guns too much, and you know, this kind of does have the appearance of some cheap carpentry or some cheap rug that somebody might have cut a piece out of something, but functional wise, it's perfect. It installs the same as the rubberized. I have no problem that it's going to last me a while. I've had these grips on my guns for several years, and they're still on there. They're easy to take off. If you do want to take them off, they will peel off with some effort, and you can clean up any residue to clean these up if they're not to your liking. But it's nice options. So, promised a short review. There you go. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And until next time, be safe.